It's week 5 of the NFL, and our focus is on the Lions, reigning league MVP. He's a top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Lions and the Packers, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally. Kept the ball clean and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though. They trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Herbert on the first play wants to pass it. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
In motion left, Bateman. Here's Herbert. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't get...
nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. On now is the Packers punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt, and the Lions will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Bryant. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Brian Thomas with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3-and-out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball the biggest playmakers you have, if they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a first carry here for their running back. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Herbert. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. They need 18 yards here on third down. Herbert now. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
Got to love a guy who'll stand in there and deliver. No matter what the pressure, waits for the route to come open, hangs in there, and completes the pass.
In motion left, Bateman. They snap it to Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Here's Herbert. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now it's Herbert. That's caught at the 3. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's third and goal. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they'll see what they can do on third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. The kick by Pinheiro is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw this.
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there for Detroit, and even 50 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
Now the Packers get set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily, no.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Lions offense and Brian Thomas getting set to take over once more. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple.
Off the play fake. Bryan. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way down to the 9. A big play there for Detroit. 47 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time.
And in for the Lions touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Justin Herbert looking to pass.
He'll find Bateman once more.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Second down and a yard.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking it about the 16.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back.
And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
And the Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas.
And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to let it go again. This is caught inside the 15. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
Bates' kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Lions offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Bryant.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being open?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he's got his big tight end here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Skirts by at the 15. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Go.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead them to 4th down. Eddie Pinheiro on now. A 33-yarder from the left hash. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So here are the Lions to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. In motion goes the tight end. Go. Throwing to start the drive. Bryant, he's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to stretch out their lead. Well, partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now receiver in motion left. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. DK Metcalf from 4 yards out. And the Packers are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to 18. A drive there of just 4 plays. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
It's now second and 10.
Here we go. Back to throw. Bryant.
Hyatt able to make the catch downfield.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Jalen Hyatt,
39 yards.
And the Lions add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
Boy, that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Packers offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll make it 3rd down. Looking to throw. Herbert. Oh, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Going for Bateman. He's got him on the out route.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Herbert back to the air.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Back to throw again. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Operating from the gun. Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 4th down.
And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this.
On 4th down, Herbert going to throw deep for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing.
And Detroit back in possession of the football, and it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago. I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now Herbert following the turnover. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Looking long for Thomas. And this will be caught at the 30. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point attempt here still to come. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. Run an effort, it results in the touchdown. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Unable to corral him. He fights through.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half. Herbert has it knocked free.
And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Well, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they